All right, one more of Colonel Dad's projects to show you today. I'm really impressed with this one. Story behind this one is that I was helping my girlfriend clean out her mom's storage, and we found what used to be a square-tipped Chinese machete blade. We knew it was Chinese because printed in black it said "Made in China" in giant all caps, pretty much filling up one side of the blade. The blade was completely rusted over, really bad shape, and again had a square end on it. So Colonel Dad polished the blade up to a nice shiny satin finish, and then he cut sort of an angular Seax style tip onto this, so that now the machete obviously has defensive thrusting capabilities as well as chopping. So I had told him that I wanted a long, like a two-handed, long-handled brush axe or cane knife that I could use for chopping down really big brush out here on the farm or in my yard. So I wanted a machete with a longer handle. So I actually supplied him a hatchet handle. And what he did was he flipped it upside down. So this was actually the hatchet end, where the hatchet head would have gone onto the handle. He ground that off round and made a nice little pommel. This impression was already present in the neck of the hatchet handle, which makes a perfect rest for your hand. I mean, just absolutely brilliant. So it can be used one-handed, absolutely fine. And it's got a lanyard, and it is a bit heavy to use one-handed, but if you're really just taking a long time to chop some brush, it doesn't need to be fast, right? It's more about just being comfortable to use and being effective. So as a yard tool, with the lanyard on, using it one-handed, it's gonna be great. Also, it does have thrusting capability now, should goblins wander into your yard from the woods and want to start trouble, trying to steal your fruits. You can also use this two-handed. Now, I don't think you'd want to use it two-handed unless maybe you just want to get like really accurate swipes at the rose bush, you know? But I think two-handed it really shines as a defensive weapon, because now you've got a lot of options here. Sharp tip for thrusting. You can bring that pommel up if you wanted to, and you can also thrust with it one-handed, switch grips. You just got a lot of options here. This is a nice, big, thick, I couldn't tell you what wood this was, maybe hickory, but it's got these really nice screw bolts, so if we need to, later on, we can take the blade out, polish it up again, slide it right back into the handle. This is gonna be a yard implement. We're gonna use it, so we wanna be able to take it apart and clean it, or God forbid, replace the handle if I should, you know, fuck up and break it on something. So anyway, this is the backyard chopper. It's almost like a two-handed Seax machete when you look at it in profile, isn't it? Yeah, it's really sweet. I love it. Anyway, two-handed yard chopper, another product of Colonel Dad. You guys, he's not hard to find. He likes all my Instagram posts. Follow him back and message him. His books are open. I'm sure he'd love to make more of these things.